Nasty, Nye McGee here with EURweb.com. When I tell you, when I got the pitch asking, do I want to speak to you? I said, absolutely. I've been following your career for years. I'm so happy for your acting debut. I watched the episodes this morning. Well, I'm halfway through. I'm halfway through the season.
Okay, I won't spoil
Didn't
it. Okay.
expect to love this show as much as I'm loving this show because I didn't know what it was going to really be about. And so we see your character makes her full entrance in episode 4. And like I said, you're making your acting debut, and your character is kind of like this. We see she's this digital media maven, popular cam girl. And I'll let you pick it up from there. Tell us about your character and what excited you most about bringing her to life.
I loved my character, and my favorite thing about bringing her to life was the fashion. I mean, the fashion, the looks, the makeup, the hair was so colorful. And it really helped to bring the world that we lived in to life. Our apartment, I miss it to this day. I'm so ready for season 2. I can't wait to see my apartment again and Biatch, my dog. It really just felt like once you read the lines, you read them a million times, but once you really get on set and you see what your world looks like, I feel like it helps you to understand the character. There were bongs all over that apartment, bongs, dildos, I mean, like, you name it. It was completely, how do I say, I had a kid very young, right? So sometimes when I am stressed, I do like to imagine, what would my life be like if I didn't have a kid? What would my house look like? What would my friends be like? And that apartment fully encompassed that, like, how colorful, and I'm not gonna lie, it was a little messy. And I was like, whoa, they're just living their lives. And that was one of my favorite parts about just being on set and everything all together. But Casey Wayne Mangler is a she is literally, how do I describe her? She is the mean one compared to Rose, but I also feel like she's more standoffish. She's more protective of the craft. That's what she comes out the gate saying. It's like, I'm not just gonna let anybody in here, and I'm not gonna trust anybody. You're awfully green. We could rob you. You don't know us from anywhere. And I love that part of my character because there's that sense of nurturing. Like, I don't like you, but I still care about your well-being and don't want anything to happen to you, and that big sister sense of, like, I'm gonna teach you and show you how it's done. I love that about my girl. She really helped me to feel confident in that space because it felt like Rose was the really nice one, and I was supposed to be the one that, like, stood our ground, but also slowly warmed up. You'll see where I warm up, but I'm not gonna talk about that because you didn't
Yeah,
watch
we can't spoil so much.
it.
Um, it's interesting you should talk about the style and the color and the aesthetic. Because when I was watching it, I'm thinking, first time I see your character, I'm like, this is so on brand for Rico Nasty's entire persona,
Yeah.
music persona, right? And so obviously your fans know that you've built one of the most distinct identities in music, from my perspective, largely through your digital presence, right? So how much did your real experience growing an online audience shape how you played this character?
Well, when you grow an online audience, you are protective of it. You are protective. You call people that want to get in on your world clout chasers. You know what I mean? Like, you can't get over here with us. We have something going and we are protecting it. We're gatekeeping it. We don't want anybody and everybody over here. We like that we're niche, and we like that we're making money from it. That's exactly how I feel about my career. It's like, I'm okay with not being everyone's number one rapper. I like that some people don't like me. I'm fully okay with that. I think it makes me go even harder. And I think that's how KC is. It's like, she knows what she has going on OnlyFans. That's the only reason Ella's over there. If she wasn't over there, if Margo wasn't over there, you know what I mean? Like, she would be at somebody else who's far more popping, you know what I mean? Far more acquainted with the OnlyFans website, but she came to us. And understanding that power has been something that I've been very vocal about. Like, understanding, hey, I don't need to bully anyone or put people down, but I was on the mood board, honey. And you know what you came for. And I think she has that, like, like, she owns it. She owns it. And even, like, her being upset and saying her butt was flat. It's like, yeah, my butt's flat, but I have way more views than you do. And it's like just playing on that sarcasm, that energy. I feel like I play with that a lot as in my real life with being Rico Nasty. It's just like I feel like a big sister in a way. There are a lot of new artists coming out every day, and I do sometimes get the message every now and I'll see a photo and I'll be like, this looks like something that I did. And then I'll get the message shortly after, Rico, I love you. I'm a fan. And I'm like, okay, we see each other. And I really do feel like the whole like encompassing that with OnlyFans. Also, OnlyFans is all about how you are presented and how people view you. You are selling yourself as a fantasy or a product at the end of the day. So I feel the same with Rico Nasty. I mean, there are times where my fans see me in real life and they're like, oh, you look so regular. Like I got my eyebrows on, I got a bun, I got on like some pajamas. And I think that that's like just super important, but also like they're coming for Rico Nasty. They're coming for this character, this product that you've given them. So it's super important.
So everything about this project I love. Okay, so first of all, it's Apple TV, which makes dynamic original series. Then we have A24 that produces dynamic film content. Then we have multi-Emmy winner David E. Kelly. Then we have a stacked cast that includes Michelle Pfeiffer, Nicole Kidman, Elle Fanning, as we noted, Nick Offerman. So Rico Nasty, what was it like stepping into David E. Kelly's scripted world with all of this magic around it?
It was amazing. I'm not gonna lie. Like I honestly feel like every day that I was on set was like a chance to learn, a chance to be a sponge. And when you've been doing, music for as long as I haven't been in this industry for a while, you do start to feel like, well, what are some new ways that I can learn things to incorporate them into like what I do? And this was something every day I learned something new. Every day I was paying close attention to the way that, people interacted with each other. And one of my favorite things about being on set with such a star-studded cast is that these people know what they're doing and they work like an ecosystem, okay? And that was the beauty of it is that it's very humbling, you when you are an artist and you do music videos, you are the priority. You are the star, as they like to say. And I loved acting because it really reminds you that there's things bigger than you, bro. There's a whole thing happening right now, There's a boom. There's a guy holding a heavy microphone over everybody moving around. There's things that go into the set that you wouldn't even the attention to detail was inspiring and motivating to say the least because you've watched TV your entire life, you watch movies your entire life and you do not know how much goes into it. Shout out to David E. Kelly. Shout out to I mean like Michelle Pfeiffer, are you kidding me? Nicole Kidman, are you kidding me? Every time that I've gone to the movies since, my son, he says, Mom, you were on TV with her. Because she's literally in the movie theater every time you go. Like, I couldn't feel more like she's iconic, brother. She's iconic, okay? So like things like that trickling into my real life really, really just make me feel so cool, especially to my kid. Like my kid's like, oh, I can't wait to take so and so to the movies. They're gonna see your co-star. That's what he calls her. I'm like, no, I'm her co-star.
I love it. Well, Rico, that is my time, Rico Nasty, an honor to speak with you. Thank you for giving me your time today. And I'm looking forward to watching the rest of this season to see where Elle and her mentorship with your character, where it takes us. So thank you.
Yes, thank you. I hope that you enjoy it. Seriously, I'm excited for season 2. It's gonna be good.
Very good. And we're getting to season two. That's good to know.